This one was Smiley.
And
Give them chance.
me to say, but I'm say
Uh,
patron there no say me ti patron say say always he's on the road. Nti sɛ ɔhwɛ yɛ anyway sɛ time a memete ase na mehu
pampa, pampa, pampa.
memete ase no I have seen him coming on and on off several times so na mmerɛ biara na meyɛ sɛ mekɔfa no aba no na bi a wakɔwura baabi na ate kɔ ɔda sɛ nti that is why a mehu so wagyina so akyɛ kakra no I just decided say I'll let him come in wodeɛ sɛ agya wɔfa menim sɛ agya pensioner ne
Oh, yeah,
holiday
yeah,
de
yeah. Yeah, yeah. You need connection problem.
nti nyɛ sɛ mahyɛ da na mempɛ sɛ wobɛkasa why sɛnti na mekaa sɛ mɛma extra time no no ɔhu
You.
nti na afei
Yes.
afei afei hyɛ aseɛ yɛn nkɔmmɔ a yɛdie no na mpɛ sɛ ɔka bie adɛn nti na yɛte nsɛm bi a wobɛseɛ non-progressive news about some people are and only yɛtumi gye no ɛno di ntɛm ɛsen sɛ yɛate some good news about them ɛno na yɛka ho asɛm yeah.
Meba ho na me pacho me pese monarch obeko. Oko ana. He. Oko.
Otie o nyɛ sɛ ɔkɔkora obi kɔ a no nkyerɛ sɛ wɔtie o sɛ ɛnyɛ telegram so nko a ne yɛtie radio no right
Oh, monarch no. Oh. Mi- Kakra me kaya na ka wose
Papa,
me
sorry.
reply ne temu a na say ba
Papa,
no.
sorry. Papa, YouTube not go
ah
na. Yeah.
masa ahyɛ aseɛ bio masa ahyɛ aseɛ
Okay.
sɛ biribi kɛseɛ ni wɔ ha sɛ ntina ɛka te yɛ ntina masa ahyɛ aseɛ no why masa ahyɛ aseɛ ɔfa toa so
Ah, monarch do obeka no. Ma kimi ananka mi problem ni nti na mi si nyame apata mi wi befi. But won nika say we e kra no na wo define intolerance. Na definition ani man no me de we say immature bibi mi wi mpo. Na ene say monarch no ade amare mark won ho ne say free say Alan wotin ho free MPP obeti afamfanto auto yellow t-shirts the copy so a last show 1 year percentage or expect no unya kokudru a committee Mahama everyone wono mehu say monarch wabe join menewa ena sese de yaye Mahama efa start a program na me fama no yaye Mahama sent enti yemfa de saa na ade a yefrɛ no partisanship no ni effect ba ko ne say e create unnecessary enemies so enti ye quite afifu from yen try say e be objective na afin so yenya partisanship no na Ghana ehia ye more echen personalities ni wo mo eba yenim wo wura bi a wo no wo besre ye say yemfa ma no eso yehwɛ de obaye ye man ene obi di ba ku bi bre eba yi so say em say abin de buy say ebusua bi wo che bi a omo de omo nananom boa wo mo ma omo nya education nti wo mo nyansa no omo fees omo betumi a fagana na omo ba yen so omo be chere say yes we can chese omo betumi awia wo man no nti yesi kasemu omo wo fa asefo nom ne yifo ne edi key positions ma omo owura yi party kro odwen kra yesi sabi wo mu hia na adwuma no owura no nso say on the obey adwuma no free no yare kra ono abetua ne medical expenses emma afi de koduru baby papa yi na di enyi enti ya sa promote no minim so da wo post no so a enti yen twen ebi a after 70 no na e hand over yɛbɛhu ne position na afei na memba wo deɛ no so nti remind me na mentoa so.
of all the things that you may tend to forget, no, say wife within the room fit that boy.
Oh, yɛfrɛ biribi nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ ɛne yo memory no nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a ebi a ɛyɛ outstanding ti ɛne memory no ɛte sɛ deɛ nyɛ a wie mfi ɛna afei ɛnwom a ɛyɛ wɔ dɛ nso yɛsɛ ɛno nso wonya Alzheimer koraa kɔpem yere fa a wobɛkae nti memory no ebi wɔ hɔ no de a ɛmaake na ɛgya indelible mark ɛwɔ memory mu wopepe enye yie wode kae me
Oh, our interpretations. Before I'll remind you of what we are talking about, and I said you also about Monarch and Benewa, and after say Alan Elusu ye now call Ora John Dramani Mahama ho you say to you no after that no it makes Mahama Abe sent to Monarch among other things, but on the other side I'm say my team Monarch so can to say whatever the case may be, we just need to carry on building our dear nation. And at this stage that we are moving on, say if Ora Mahama and the NDC, if they do something that deserves a praise, he will do so, and he will also give constructive criticisms to whatever they do. And I think it works with the universal mindset, one way or the other. Say if we adopt that strategy of giving praise when it's due and also giving constructive criticism, so that we'll be able to move into the area of development, that is when we'll be able to build our nation very, very, very well. And while so Mitie won't be here and there, Mihuni say you would want every Ghanaian to be used in whichever capacity we deem so we are capable to build our dear nation. If Alan goes to see John Mahama, and John Mahama along the way finds, he said there is something else that Alan can do. Let's say the man it's all about having the universal mindset to build our dear nation Ghana. And as to say interpret say who say Mahama a saint and a subject to interpretation, because on no basis see as well he wouldn't see as you say it. But interpretation now this also brings in, it ties in very well with Nkoma Ayedi, because
me step in kakre. Oh, sad two personalities. One way mature politicians. Oh, mama, we are politics much. And also, we hold so many offices, international offices. Our best serve Ghana so in a way. But Anna Ura Mahama so when you best for 8 years break from politics. And he said, idea what doing Ghana who dear. Said the Alan so doing Ghana who dear. That's one more put Ghana first dear, and in Ghana we have hope. Because to me I diama Mahama no obet me a changing constitution. But for the better for the better dear, it's good for Ghana. But say on also be ye dictator dear, and then also Ghana for any choose. And he can't make me a fat.
All right then. And young queen anyway. Why? Now make us say one somehow kind it ties in quite well with command DHS. Nebusa say and Pempin say when we hear bad news and somebody about some people we tend to believe it quicker than say about some good stuff about them. So na ene bia wonso wahunu saa na say and otherwise na wahunu saa ɛdeɛ na ma ne ba saa sɛ we tend to believe quicker one way or the other the evil things that we hear from of other people than when we hear of the good side of them.
So, any prior weakness in say, your friend be human nature. Ubia sebe won penasem no. How they say obey your objective. Ewo near may happen when it's so. But say utmi we will be a wawuremu wako deep there any utmi your objective. And then I mean against partisanship no. Yeah, we have a country to build. Your problems no, and your NDC ni MPP. If I was say, yeah, educate here home because would you compare other nations are? That from team. Yeah, fighting against ourselves, no. Let's just say, yeah, missing a mission. We have to build a nation. Said Lord Macaulay describe you know it me bagana said ye be ya obi na bontin e komni obi ye benye onua do na afa base bia say Africa for crab attack ye nia e betumi protect you. But here we are fighting against ourselves. Kwaye bibi anya me ya me de me da on betumi ase bibia but utochi yensu utochi ye soil utochi ye forest na wadi okunye but nipa dodo sa na dwinsa ma me ya sise ye ni dana sui ye ni dani sui obi na no akase onu oba odi evene community mining eneba ye nim protocol be use because this activity a friend in mining galamsey no a destroy a mine no Arabia your remarks be about Ghana for how we see ourselves no not how other people see us other friend is saying diplomatic missions are almost Ghana how they see Ghanaians you may be me there and I'm saying me working from outside mini system no more me to me who's a near ma achia still certain weakness binti into me entering no but I reho because who might say na say who no that you feel say hona a war baby also who call spending your last this na who say nkoyia e be effective utun mutin e be effective oh me di ya me pekwaya kofi but me kwa for the first period maybe I make koya me garden na menye mu aduane no aduane am me kodie nyame apata is going to kill me we are make me making Facebook adaroma o mama me information bi two baako efri farakan ho o sing se wo yade bi na ofi se be ha wo bomodin akọ 72 hour fasting na twa 3 days no we a ene udidi said that 3 days fasting no ebeboa ma poison a yedi gugu nuane mu enipedie no ebi a enya effect kese wo so ena Dr. Barbara nso abeka say did 2 times heavy breakfast and a few lunch. A free walk no, you're fasting. A free sad time no, a copy the following morning, and also bet me up well, and mana potato. I'm going to put them into practice.
Over Kwame. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Why? Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, dear, or the Abesoso. Yeah, go Bibi's way. Na Bibi, and Kevin Chay. We have about 30 more minutes to go. And Bibi, so what team in Canada ready? Yanko also Kabi. Bamaso.
I do catch Papa.
Any official pavilion.
Oh, I think come sign.
Ami. Yo, any
Fish say na
uh-huh.
get from near clear.
Kasoso. Mhm.
A fish say na the shooting come na ye sua de ko ye
That's right. Mhm.
na ye
Mhm.
boa might.
Beautiful. Waka ne nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ kama. Yo, sɛ wate yɛn nkɔmmɔ no kakra meboa.
Mama te.
Yo, ɛne bibi.
That was all more for me time na mze for me a party politics party a partisan ya no better. The first Papa Kwame the ono advocate. He would never give up. The first submission or the machine, second one was our corner bishop. Hey, Baba, I said that Latino. Good.
Ne nyinaa yɛ.
Because yeah, he did that because if what you believe, you let people know that this is my stand, what I believe, and I'm protesting for this and I'm pushing this. So maybe one day, but I mean, any the formats no the man say how the thing to come through no me who knows but let's see what happens. Time will tell. I say my wish and very simple and overcome it. So old will be you can't say na no idea. But we are saying I think say we should learn. You should you. Yeah, people say the word is a platform of learning. We never now say life no is a teacher that teaches us. Inti adeɛ biara a ɛbɛsi biara no, we try to learn something from it. We have come to believe say asɛm no ɛnokorɛ sɛ sɛ wotan obi a obi bɛka asɛm kyerɛ wɔ sɛ nipa no ayɛ sei a na wagye adi na wɔsprɛ. But woanhwɛ a ɛde animguaseɛ ɛbɛbrɛ anaasɛ ɛde haw bɛbrɛ. Some people say they believe in karma. But so also no to me calculating now control to be so now was present ebi obi nso be obi. Oh, it is yeah also someone oh since a moon na can send be but be a meka meba so na on say ada obosomfo dia ibi to say sagrema say den dey akufo ado amankofo atwaja to ukotie news na e ba no almost think of enye sagrema buildings na bi omosisi no almost think of obi bedo e na omo ehye e bi omo de omo nim say ade na wie e na sa na san ba na surrounding no no na commercial bi wo na koye so but boze wa no they call it is not helping and I was there who say and then no so obi can someone say and next mona ka say isa boy ya MPP ni guy also on one create asemi by so and this our no be confess na china bi no obi the assembly ba we say you who say no it could be say on one create these media people they sit in their comfort houses then they bring something out for people to waste data on people to waste time thinking about it. Sometimes some people even get emotion about it and omudina no ni oh Ghana the omajimni di Ghana ya before bibini hwe nipa and so things are simply created eku okra bo so akotwa video bi na kasa bi na mase ono ade kasa bi ato ase na nkofo aye so fed up na egin some of the didn't be crying first be in a school under tree and a baby and cophobia nantico and so we cry in Ghana. The media, how you create a content for people to get on it. That is no the aim no or don't care. And what who no what who what who spreading. So be so far no maybe to say be a sipping. Ubi tene them create send be me di ubi atem. And you bet me I sa. A bit me as one yan crap. And to the enemy who made it be I'm sometimes when you are trying to ask further information about it, and I say, would they be a real and was onya idea who said this is authentic information. At least you be 40%, 30% near the other. Oh, nti wo de wo nneɛma wadeɛ no egu ho information ho na say adeɛ yi deɛ nsa no kura you just leave it no but now say nipa no pɛ na asɛm deɛ yɛ kekeke sɛ nansi a Kevin Taylor creative ba sɛ Ghana no na asɛ yɛde nneɛma di agorɔ because tɛnkɛ serious a wa woka because obi a ɔsɛ ɔde n'ani gold ɛkɔ baabi company legitimate ɔkɔ broken no nti no that course no so me yɛde kɔ court na that course creator sɛ wo delay adeɛ no play ne ade no na yɛde kɔ court na kɛ bɔ ka no gu so na wotua so nka next time no akyina bi no obi nso de bɛyɛ adesuadeɛ but Ghana no yɛnkɔmmra yɛnkɔ yɛnya wiem agya yɛnkɔ dwantoa na wetere santam the way we treat information in our country no enya COVID by asɔfoɔ kuku dam bebree mmorɔfo no pɛ sɛ ɔmode hwepeyɛ mmorɔfo no pɛ sɛ ɔmode pamu abibifoɔ ebi mo kora the timetable by December by May no my way by way no my way paneɛ no ɔmo yi sɛ paneɛ ni sɛ wokɔwɔ abɛyɛ sɛ nsɛm bebree basa it does not utilize adeɛ nsɛm a ɔmo kae wode to sign but the time I realize is say the EBC and no but and then still as half of one and comfort your moon stem di and me no over kick us as same way to me now china become before fra me mean you me who say the first one me I say so miss remo me kind na me madwe the same thing on your me who ye but I didn't see and the akyire bi no wasan bɛka sɛ onyame na wei de mehu yɛ na nyame wanhwɛ a wasan was next time no nipa ta so gye ti yɛnsua deɛ o yɛse we catch the bull by the horn but men are also ɛhyɛ nkɔm na wei de sɛ akyina bi still na nkɔ nipa yi bon deɛ hia ne sɛ ɔbɛfa asɛm bi no wasan kan o me na wei na ɛsi yɛ na prophetic cycle ɛna hwan sɛ December ba yɛde bɛkoa nkɔfoɔ na agya nkɔfoɔ abɛyɛ ne yɛayɛ ama mo da bia nkɔfoɔ de ɔmo adwene sisi nipa saa information hunu bi ne ɛma obi but Ghanafoɔ does not process information we don't process when you begin to process information people begin to insult you wɔyɛ ndc ni wɔyɛ npp ni ɔyɛ dɛn sometimes ne sɛ bia I'm a supporter of Akufo-Addo but sometimes some of the things a onipa ne ka no wotumi sɛ ɛmfa kwan ɛnyɛ possible say a whole company or Akufo-Addo want to go na mo nyɛ na mo hyehyɛ na me de kɔ Dubai na nkɔfoɔ ayɛ saa I pass it through a lot of process nobody was able to come out and say na identity and ɛnyɛ and I say Akufo-Addo say no so the last point say obi abɛka sɛ you just say nobody will process it ɛnyɛ wokɔ kan we say but I think say yɛku yɛ nim in the next year the following year wɔhyɛ yɛde yɛ adesuadeɛ ehuru sɛ most of the things that come in the media ɛnyɛ no correct ɔno nti sɛ wote asɛm a dwene ho bebree anaasɛ hwɛ no yie so ansa na wobɛhyɛ a wahyɛ sometimes you share things for maybe for tension to release tension but don't be part of spreading falsehood so who's spreading falsehood about somebody it's not be obi nso baby be atia wo and sometimes a bit or more they get emotions they was obi when na koma yeme ya and Ghana pa ye Ghana before so nipa can this one na asem no enye no correct so me no media ze me hu se once I ye baako ba me twa bo anu anu no me nti wa asem bi because you are taking me for granted ebi ugozo obi akoye video bi to social media no akofa be any main news we wasting your time enti me I say be had there no data no fix we use so one use so but some take down a pan when your data now dey hwe sim kunu dey say ATT sim kunu dey and ye kan ko an abebo enti no as we are going forward it be very careful information are very dangerous It can destroy you, especially people are already so-called D4, so-called A4. It may destroy you. But me, no, what I always tell people is say, one year, you may not live to tell your story. At the end of the one year, say, the amiga don't know, maybe a Mario here, the other could you etching a mammy you any, and as him could you etching a mammy for you may not live to tell it. And we should be very careful how, but seriously, once I would on Saba could know be sure, ya can a show so. Oh, and you as a may say, be Ubaseno, and there be and somewhere be or to Triano. They name the source, a year there but maybe a brabo, and maybe a quality because. Oh, yeah, they will be a shin of Timmy bro be as it. Oh, and I say, Wahano, why yet? At the end, but I destroy a life. I'm an perform. And you say, oh, yes, I know over already. And I think say a very nice topic in our event. Say, Nipa, and I say, you be sure, dear free. Now, the way we spread information about people, the way we say things about people, the way we process information. Because over media and Adrian way and we and I will be got to win we say and or ye friend say when started water started by people shed that no one could I actually the first now panny the panny near the be a bobia tomb no the about social media me got to him and then the man suggest water. Oh, they want to push it out of the system. Now, omodi number. And here's an obizwa kuibi, sahano, yadi organo. And sometimes they say, hey, adia, ye gunko phobia jumo. First, a bija, unis kakrana or fija. Ubu pipe is watch it, Cherenaja, when you crack to a but people have destroyed it because you be a dia social media. Hey, why in the video? Ukotadia video, Ukotongwa video. But sometimes, most of them, they are fake and you're not correct. Ubi na ashe that trying to be a critic. No, they are sad. Oh, yes, I know. One here. They say, oh, a bit me a beckham.
I say, oh, you, baby, obedi and yakra, oh, you of one son, no, I shall say.
Oh, you of one son.
No, oh, Bubbo, Yasha, when I had for night, that's a obedi, obedi. Going for it,
but we are dear power. Nice.
Say also use no often because say when you see no often na shigu so
the composite club
what you say so a candidate na catwo
oh mama me and nana
oh the idea hey, and every now and then, and I just say, who's every now and then I was also quite a new come. Thank you very much, Bibi.
A quick literature.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Bibi, Evangelist Bibi, Apostle Bibi. Enche cry we promote na mana ko prophet ona motin say ono so ni de
prophet ya mempe family ya mempe prophet ya mempe abinyina baby
yo yati ompe prophet yati why you wajina baby ojina na why yo Bibi no yanko say I'll go to Kwabena and then Mako Patricia and Sam so and then a few words from everyone and then we can run up beautifully afterwards. Kwabena Melchizedek Otimenka Bamaso
Papa adwen kese na message na kwanya so mama obi anso official pa
yeah Joseph
afije say na wa mu Nyankopon adom obema aka nkwadaa no ho sɛ dɛ bɛyɛ a obɛdefend maa no ɛne adeɛ nti no new year yi a mede amaa no no sɛ biribi sɛ ɔmpɛ prophet no ama menyɛ na mentimi mfa nhyɛ nkɔm because mahu sɛ Ghanafoɔ no bibiri no gyimi no yɛ ɔmo de nkɔmhyɛ no na abɛtumi bi ayɛ yie ntam na nsɛm ka no deɛ wotumi sɛ nka wotie sɔfoɔ bi te sɛ mɛnsɛ wota bɛ preaching ne adeɛ a wotumi asakra wabrabɔ ama wabrabɔ kora tumi akɔ w'anim bɔne bi na adi a wobɛgyae nneɛma bi abɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi abi w'adwuma ma wayɛ de bɛ ɔmo mpɛ no saa wo maame yɛ bayifoɔ mahu sɛ nsoroma bi si akyire hɔ baabi na ɛbu n'ani prɛprɛ ɛna ɛyɛ sei wowɔ nnua bi ɛfɛ no kwadwo saa na ɔmo pɛ nti no maame mfa prophet no mfa nkɔpɛ biribi kakra na ɛyi sɛ ɔmo gyimi ɔmo de yi deɛ na abɛgyina America baabi sɛ ɔyɛ prophet a woabɛgyina hɔ koraa ma ade akye wonya church member baako koraa nkɔ ɔmu ne sɛ neɛ wɔkɛka no nyinaa wo nsɛ hu na wodi no ɔno nim sɛ wɔbɛkɔ adwuma asɔre akɔgye sika deɛ ba bɛtua ne base akɔ n'anim ɛno ana onim saa nkwasea keka na wei fa ha na wei sɛ yi no ɛno nam sɛ afuom hɔfoɔ no na ɔm deɛ sɛ na ɔmagye afa papa mamema prophet bi a mekɔa mede adidi
na mamemusa wo say what is asem we say what goes around comes around mewa the very ones are say they are using such prophecies to amass wealth among other things, you know. In what way Anna it will come around for them?
Papa me we as minim say that they all can hear ade bi abeye was asase so bia say papa say bone so what the throw enkom share edi dada nko onu satama aka na nokure bi anim Nyankopon ka bibia nkyere na so wo de ya ehu asotwe ho baba he na nsi sofo bi o Ghana so ho ne ba de ka kokun ai so te salifu amako so te nsi ne ba ne tin no gude am say no ane na ansan onu anga sani mu nso wasan involved in the serious accident pa ne ade so ho obebuza ho so ye church member obebuza ho say onu no otimi hu nkrofo accident igu nkrofo anim ka kire wo onu ne de no yanka nkyere say papa uko wani no mahu sɛ accident wani mu ho abɛkwa konyanti san men ko ba bia wokɔ no ana atwen ansane ade papa Onyankopɔn onye yi ne asi na atwetwe o Onyankopɔn otimi ma omre e ma ade ye ne opɛ sɛ ode ye nkwase ade na apɛ sɛ odi ade di nkwase ade na sɛ wo ahu nyansa nsori amfi ugimi nim so hu na wokɔ soa ne ade a papa wani mu guase no hu ana sɛ bi no papa ya apetishi kokun no yi no very simple apreku my daughter da ba pe ni o hu nyina manim guase ne ade ebi no ba o hwe o ma asa o me pregnant asofo ni say ko sofo pan ka be hu no ka fasting and prayer de bia be hu na fu flat no o mo ba ya hwe o mo asa o me nyem be 6 months o mo nyina o mo yare no o me nam ho no amani o mu hu anadwo no o mo ni o mu nyame nko anenim o mba o me gyina ho nyina papa o mo bre na ye na hu ne say bi o mo ye okay papa o mo nye okay so o mo da anadwo o mo nda Omuda na jo mo na be so mo ba bitwa ntro kire nkwada no mo so edi kakra kodidi
na we nyina na still also be so we fa prophet man na fa ko yes adwuma
yi say aha no me the prophet aha no say me teacher American say me yi na say me teacher wa ha don ene bia no me nya adaje na ho no ne de obeka bi o be edi ade say de obeka bi ya no no wajeje kakra papa yi friends afa wa papa yi oba first salvation edi na repent ni niema say edu ba bi no na oka real estate also amount for clan kobuza real estate ni niema omonyu investment na say oh saa obi a end time aba na yenya ni enko heaven no afa yenya heaven no konko investment so I heard account ni mu ohun say mu ayefe nti no say investment and no opa ko kaje say yesu be bo china opa ka say masafo ankwase asem no fifi o no a wo de em say okoda wo di too much na akekan say hu o ma hu say adwen nye ehun adwen no eye ade uni adwuma ya na obron sama bo pa wo hwe kuru abekom ye ma na kren ka mo fanya club kra ne ade no maji jusu am bi etimi abo aban omo ya no maji abo ano na omo de kona obi be se omo ka mu air condition chen Russia wo na omo de sen na church members na mfom na ehimfa Ruben so Baba na ma ka say akwantu obi ni pani ni nyina ka hu zo hu je se obehu se ne ma bi wo no ma kwaye adwumaden na fa survive no Nyankopon hira ne de wo anka se na papa ni Bible na ka che so Nyankopon bo ni pa wie no hu mi gu ni mu ni pa be Ocratias for ede ne je se wo tumi so kire me de Nyankopon be na hu mi gu mu no de ne me de na enye de se ma de na de be da me na wunyo ma ahyewfo asofo yi the church members and say I no born papa no someone lie to your bad tia sorry that's all for no twemp na who says asore nya sorry papa that's all pay bi dwan fa unim za adwen no eso ja ben den e mai say je omo pe Dubai akọ on pe Muslim fo nkru akodi omo akọchele wo ombo ma be ka kire say ye nto aba makremuni unim nyansa tratic na de ko kremuni krum ekodi ma ho no waba Ghana bega yo say haye Christopher man baba no
yo
enye omunse hu na omo kan na ye beti papa na me hu say na omo kan for food bi ni niam baba say ni nyina ya adwen no so hu adwen ye de ginsem bi tum no ni nyina gina wo adwen so wetimi hu say bi asem no efi hinfa na eba ehimfa na asem no efi ba so hu na wetimi hu say bi asem a efi ha eba yi saying say bia uye nipa da sani out o say bia obi ti say Captain Smart ka asem na say otimi kwaji na asem ni dia wo kura wo adwen nya adwuma because nipa no no de bia hyehyɛ adwuma ne agenda for no ni interest o enye Ghana no as wa hyehyɛ platform for no ni interest this way obi a oji sa akwa ni dia o no wadwen no say the bibi kan they take you for granted na say go do asem bai obi kura be kakaka ko bi to twede fa bibi mu say o mommy entwen ne hwɛ asem na bia no kura ewum onipa so onya nte ase because you to abawi a the country no ya to ama ebia the government coming no ntino I say bibia akoso bim everything have to come to stop and so bibia kraji akatua etwen ma your core resetter no your new president what kind of life is this na to be etimi to aba kromu wie na nipa bia take care I say okay ye ne all government mu ntino say ya to aba all of a sudden ya ba government ye ni nkwasi asem bi esi edi na we enye for granted country a enva na betimi esi ya to about Trump onya media konyo me Republican ni because to abama Trump na kama so na medi nkwazi asem ye boma ba bia de mbefa no mini minya me nko na betimi abitwa ageme ba ya to bi oyekuru mo so ne yekoso se hu nko a na so fo bi abeka asem me ne ya adwen o se omo ana Akufo at the time no my silence no forever no obi anye din mo obi ankasa me ne ya adwen sanko for na so fo no so ana omo Akufo at the time no na wo mo ano ete se asre wa no no na wo mutimi kasa no se mahama so bo mundu sa no no a no mo nsamfa nkasa se niema bi nkoyi a o mu mfa sa no no asre wa no no ne na o mo de twetwetwetwetwe no o mu mfa sa no na ankasa eno eba sa ebe ma o mo ana o ma yedin no o ma gusu ayedin because asem bi ani ho o mo woka because asem e se o mo ka no mo amo Canada enjine papa afi ebe wura mu ni de afi no be de pa na mesre minia se obi ne wa honorable one me de nkrama na omonsa beka aba no ye to aba se ye call reset so hu se bia me fan se si a me wa na me ka se mpese me reset me fie ha ebi eni ma wa ha nyina me se nyina akoto agudi amede akoma goodwill anasa de na ma start ya pinti bibia na ma bibia foforo na ma start bibia fresh nya fi na me complain ada na akonya we si ha cause me se me reset nti se me yi bibia tugu na bibia mu da hokama na we start na foforo da odi ekira topa no yempe edi ekira topa no yempe wo se wo hu man na ba bia betimi di o man ni nyina akọ e na Ghana for akosa line no mato aba no mo se kwadwo beje man ni yemfa nko ba bi ekọ se wo kọ na uja 2 point something billion ka to ho na se oba na se ba hu 2 billion ka na wa start isu usu san ni o de to wona no na eda ho no da ho ti be fa na to aso ne kotua ka na man ni enko ye reset ni tua ni enko ye nim eniema bi ahu se enko ye bia reset no so ahu se MPP ni bia diska ye sese scan fa na kwam na abefa kwam ma tini tum na reset sa side ho no na ma enko ye nim ko se ye nim ni ye ba be ko no eniema dada na na ase ni nyina na ye se ye nyina no se me futu am de man DC for no se MPP for na tu o mo se futu no omo ntie futu so obi ti se obi life ti se John Domelo no afa aban car to hu na se ensese oje sa aka na se o chini tum a NDC ni no chini tum ko so wan chini tum na se nipa ne ba oba be di nkwase asem wo so ko ni o yenko kan dem yenko kan dem a oba be di nkwase asem punish no MPP ni a wodi nkwase no punish no na hu se wa punish mo china se o de ballot paper crazy na guys o me stand for free kra o ma ho na na do kra na Ghana ska bia ko fa ne nsem na anya yi a John papa ne kokot na chin so na be ochina o metete wo mamu ochina o metete future ayi bia say obe ha obi aji so nya kwanya kwata ne ba bia wasi ye awurade me da se o tankrofo ekura mfa mantum ne mapem ba bia tena na mayedin na se o jaw mo din dia e bi o ba be din kwasi asem papa na ma broche e de no so din kwasi papa bi ne fa na John Edward na ka potential president ọkọ campaign okodi ọba bi ne ne kọ wo ye punish no light one the next time about 20 gina ho ba bi a o ma ho bi mu you come close na hey ho no de wo abedi nsem ho no kra no una the next 4 years no ye boje wo so no abedi MP ye boje wo so na pe president edi ye boje wo so na asan kan kwase asem kra kire o mo a o mte wo mu na ke bi o me papa no na papa nka America Wyoming one ne hwan na nke ye to aba be hunu coalition center e wo hemfa obi ase obi a waye Ghana fo nyina bukata agi esika ade ne yire no ne gas akodi akwa sa o muslim no na abatu adubie mu a obesen kuza akwa poli na de
na kwabna ansa na eja wodo wa no beto no na yakoye nim no so say wa wo hwe abrabo ma wadi nsemone 1 or 2 bi da in the past maybe wa
papa me din nsemone na ache me a punish me
dabi o question unya no nya say me nka say me punish wa
nsemone a
wadi nsemone ka try in the past
did not you was nsemone a wadi a ya che say wadi nsemone we no ene nsemone a wadi o na unti me ka say bi a ma me dey office
dabi kwabna o ye nsem enti wuni nsemone bi a ya che wo peda
papa ye mini nsemone bi a ya che me da
wuni nsem uba wiase wuni nsemone a ya che wo da
mini nsemone bi a che so ni nsemone bi a madi a ya che me da
dabi una mi busa wo wunya mfumso bi a ya che wo da nya sa
dabi mini mfumso bi ya sa
okay all right then ene wo ye ja oye una mu ye holy for na mu ko heaven nya sa
onye tie papa che enye sa me mfa ne se me yehuli amekọ ha bi o emfa nto sampe me se maka cho se kro na ye wo mu wo ba bi e wo se bi e UK ni ha se no so odi nsamone a so papa bi mo prime minister ba ko na ye very nice pa okoka che ma oba bi se nwa big god as nwa ya wote ne ka mo record ne ba yi wo se na sam ketu bi okoka ye keke no e stop no craft on ni boni bi e o be asem keke no okoka he okasem keke na so original was asem na waka no ba ye ne so sa ne ma na so te betimi afa obnipa kura na edi na tem tete e normal ye ho no me de bibia e normal ba na ne ewie ne e ba na e pese o chese o se ye kuro no e se ene e bia obi bia UK anasa America ne ye pa e wona na menti ase no
okay
akwanya se o so obi mu a utimi di na tem afọ ade ba the other part won no so ko di atem no wa ni yi a enu kura timi ko so election anasa ade obi timi se bi obi e watu kwan aba buruchire ebi abon se bi obi di asem bi figan na ba ana oposu bi abosu oposu na odi hu atem sa people say adwen no ese na adwen ne tie ese e ko check e sound mind na say say ne tie
okay
edi papa say ye ko ya nimu ide say de modern man na ado atufo obo no so hu John on shene sapo munsu so hu because say de ye no saa na we nso be ye de bi o kire bi wo se bi amanfo bi nso asori se bi a fini Jonas fo bi Kevin Taylor fo bi so na se bi o mu twada pa e bi atem na bi o se ho no mu yusu ache mafia so hu se ba no mu ko yusu bi a entafo bi a aya mu obi anka na komanto ne yam because e bi o mu yusu tribe no e na didi atem e bi obi ko fa bi na se bi a tribe bi nso ba na bi a me hu na bi a ko mistake na bi a bi postu a aya mu fa akomapa na mo hwe ni din na mo ka bi a no mind no na nsu san so be so
kwabna
entino baba
ye be das ye be I mean one second let me say when we come here one thing we advocate obi mute no everybody mute yourself I don't want the feedback thank you. One thing I advocate over here and I say we should think and act, reason and do our things as Ghanaians. I always remind ourselves to say, "Enyam from so for you to hold your secondary identities. It's from so. Say, we are chimney, so we are cranny, we are fantini, we are who support NDC, who support NPP. And from so, right? Name they also when say baby a wujina bia no odi gina honom ahwe amo my Ghana akonanim. Enentina wakujina sa part honom no. A striker cannot play the role of a goalkeeper at the same time. You can't do that. And we all play various parts of the whole to make the whole function beautifully. Now, if we get so emotionally attached to our secondary identities and we just want said na kwabna HH some of the wrong things of the past and Simbia na you're wrong at that time, you know. The fact that the very ones who are so emotionally attached to a part of the whole, no, and not just said the very ones who were forward thinkers who realized say it wasn't the best thing to do for our dear nation, no, right? And I know I'm very certain you testify to that. There are certain people who did not say that some of the things that happened in the past, you know, were wrong, but there are people who still stick their necks out to say when you are reasoning as a Ghanaian, some of those things, it is way out of order. So if we are saying what happened in the past, you know, say if the other side is happening, let's just say we are not thinking of Ghana, because I've always asked around here, say, when I am doing this because I'm part of this group, I'm doing that because I'm part of that group, do we ever pause to ask ourselves, what is in it for Ghana? What is in it for Ghana? And then now, bottom line, actually say we are still not able to act and reason as Ghanaians. We are still doing the politics of separation instead of we doing the politics of differences. Politics of separation instead of politics of differences. That is what we are doing now. We should rise above the mediocre thinking of we valuing ourselves more as members of the part instead of we being part of the whole. Please. And that is why I spend my time to sit here. Please. And please, once again. Yo, Ofachum Abba. Yes, Ofachum Abba. He will be the last person. Ofachum Osako. Oh, okay. Ofa. Afishi Apa.
Yeah.
Bamaso.
Oh, Afi said that you are one thing. You were any GM name Quanso Twasso.
Ami. Of a way, the owner of a point, down I do can last one, and you'll be a 1 minute near upon. Oh, Wafa, now yes, my able sending you and say, a banner send them say, I quite say, Ote assemble fool be one, and no know which me did in terms since I watch as and parfano. Oh, I didn't a man a bassa. Say, Ote, so of our way. Will be tears and bonny before I was, hey, kai offer dear, sir, no tear, over, sir, no tear. But what tears and papa found hope, oh, laughing answer when you need questions be brave, no dear. I say, oh, who is dear man, bassa.
Well, me free, I see every baby, also society, any group of people be Yana a womb a hot war and son. Your friend social stratification. You were the upper class of people. One was thinking that their behavior is very different. One was our topic, yeah, okay. One will handle it differently. They are understanding it differently. Any walk, any person who are young, and so any walk, a one way work from a cassie be a working class. So now, no, into a social groupings in the way they process every information. Say, oh, can I say, no, question I to say, oh, can I say, Yenya, your work from no, Sana, your tears, and then the crenso, a dipado do casa, assembly bad news sells like hot cakes. And then the power couldn't say nipa don't peer a work from society be they run without they don't spend the quality time to analyze anything. They just hear a story and then they run with it, marathon race with it. So and after about a week or two, and people have run with it. Your friend gossip. People and you probably don't know what form the society be a form for. They gossip too much. And that is a behavior pattern. That's what they do. They gossip and they run with it. Now we'll call another group of people so in the same society so one more a middle class for one more high achievers, there's very little room for gossip because most times they are busy business people. Or they take people like Elon Musk and one more Facebook phone call. They are all multi-billionaires. They are busy, thinking about the business now, a multi-billion industry. They don't have the time to gossip. What gossiping? They are working towards what person at the moment. Say Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. Before that will be for front. You think these people they've got time for gossip? The way we gossip, yeah, me and you, our platforms, yeah, we run with it. Yeah, so we for MPP, NDC, MPP. So we are not aiming to achieve anything. So we run with, but people at the top, yeah, one more inventions, one more own business, like I said. What be human beings, though? They are in the same world, but they are thinking that the way they process information and the way they play, one class, and they're different. The way they behave towards each other is very different. Because one word running a whole litigation or somebody can sue you for $1 million. Me what a bit we sue for $1 million. $1 million me for status. Until the end of the day. And that is how intellectually that is how the way we are we are not achieving anything. So your time we consume our time gossiping. Most time we are talking rubbish and we don't have the time, patience to analyze what we be for Kofi Berma. Say yeah, and now no more. Me frequent. Hey, I may who met here and I see a cosia. I am a form of human stupidity. So I may the BI see one cast a message that someone didn't say. It's so pass say be see. What's hey? Now we call can you tell me say amma I say why is the BI see asem pan amma ya kan wasem no obi okwa wo hu that no kan wasem other group of people they don't have time to behave the same way. No, remember this example they don't behave like that because almost thinking a bit higher. They are focused on something they want to achieve, so they name you see yeah no. So Sana it here. Until say yeah time you bad news sells now. Bad news sells because we are not aiming to achieve anything. We don't think deep. Yeah, we just love the gossip. That is your time we consume your tears in Ukrainian you see. That is how I behave, that's how you behave, and any behave. But we call another group of people so they don't behave the way you and I behave. I don't know.
Yo, Wafa, thank you very much for also expressing your views to that effect. A brother ko enimuntino. Mema Sam Abba na fi obi adene fana wo Sam here sorry so. Sam, say and now I ready so we can be Bamaso. Good one there. So boko there.
This one boko official pass over here.
I feel corner from Sam review. Right. Yo, so what you call on the kakra boy?
Yeah.
So what you call on the kakra on?
We'll say, yeah, my take kakra.
And your kabi.
Real quick, one of the things limit here with Bemuna BB Kasani, and I just wanted to pick it back off the point that he was making. And here's the thing, it's one thing say when you lie or the part that really gets me is people don't man up enough to come back and say, hey, I was wrong. It's one thing because nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But it's why mistake in every, I don't understand why people find it so difficult to come back and say, hey, I was wrong. I'm not kind, I thought I knew what I was saying, but come to find out that was not the truth. So I think it takes a particular certain group of people or certain person, or it shows that you've matured or something for you to come back and say, hey, look, I was wrong. And by doing that, you show a lot. Like, it says a lot about you. So let's make the effort to do that. Like, you will make a mistake, and when you do that, don't be so stubborn, or don't be so, I don't know what word, but it's okay to come back and say, I was wrong. What I did was wrong, or what I said was wrong. Come on, you're moving on forward. The other part, they say, no, beside Kwabna say, what goes around comes around. I just wanted to pick it back off of that too, because you think say a man for an and you may not face the consequence right now, but believe that you are in a family, you might have kids, or you might have other relative, by down the road, can who say be a bussy and baby and I say whatever will end up paying for whatever it is that you did wrong. And maybe call you no more, my brother, and then maybe see sometimes we don't understand why. And if it's something that maybe your ancestors or your people did back then when and maybe they didn't face any punishment for it, in a way you end up paying for it. So let's be aware of that, because we have to think about our kids and our children and our family. Say whatever it is that we're doing today, we may not face the consequence, but in the long run, it could come back, and our kids might end up paying the price for it. Anyway, I'm ready to continue.
Yo, thank you very much. I'm say, Sam, as some all can. I don't know, a friend group karma. Group karma. We have our individual karmas, but we have group karmas as well. Thank you very much for that. Our final words, and then we can round up. Mesha say our Albert so, and then I'll go on to you. Natibongo, is it Natibongo or there? Okay, next Adi Abi. Next. And the Albert, your final word.
Yo, Papa. Yapanso. Nsɛm na obisa no ada normally amanfo ba ya omo ka say e depend nipa no ba bi ogina ne sɛne osi hunu nsɛm fa ne sɛne odwene fa ɛna meditame sa no ma no yensɛm aya ka ne ha ni nyina confirm eme ehu sɛne nipa tie ɛne eno nti enso na ma sɛ obi tɔfom a ɛwɔ sɛne obi si ɛfa so ɛsrefa papa otie nsɛm na nkrofo mo ba atire ensem a won say bibini nipa bibini ankasa no so no ye apart from general nipa nyina e wo saa perception no bibini ankasa so ye problem de nya atwom ene adwen a emu ha papa nipa ye gina na nyame dache pass nyame bu aten na o di video to a even control radio kra no papa ye be boni pa ma papa nipa betie mu se trata unim trata Ferguson ni bi titide na atwinua no ipa betiem papa me ka se afidie so a nche yo ni 1 year ene ye de amanfo besi ha se omo bo Christopher adapa bo Christopher ya sofo adapa se ye na sofo omo di anim eye nkonko ebi ye se omo nka no kra na se de omo ye ne yaza nipa begina ha bru nnua kanche ene adi anche anona ye de etkobo obosia no ye duru sipia na asesa ye pay for before pay for no budi kan no omubu baby pa hu ni pasuma ankasa ifidie kira bo ni sunkwaja no so ni sunku ti mahama ade pa kwa ma mani je no ho se ne se bebro ho a even though ni se kan ka me no e ba be confirm mama hu se ne nsem na oka no oye sa nipa na oka oye ana se se kwasea kwati yentia so mienu say tia so mienu na so it will repeat the same mistake na the same normal na kyese ene ma hu se ne osite wose aba na de ball tachi no esen dan ho twen ba but nipa no ye mienu nipa ankasa ya no ye mienu na ma Africa nkoso no such a crofo we enkrofo mu defend asofo kro because of say na ko mu faventi obi kan bia even though any platform so kro timi dem betra ha no watwa no adapa sa nkrofo na nde say asofo no omo prophet no omo adwen nya adwuma Ghana fo ye jiminti ene ye prophet we mu ba say wo ko America sisi aka say gogo no wahwe omo asori ye prophet say wa America egu America egu Europe America kwa de ebro kankan nipa so gu asori nim papa bompa ye say Kofi Kinata anyum na oto ye no say nyame sumpa na yesi yesum ne sei dia na ye problem yensem a ye ka no ye nipa ye nipa mensem a me ka ne nei a maka ne dada nyina no me try say me gina so a say maka say mahama oba Ghana fo nim ye problem ti no ba ye ene me nua no mo ka bi say mahama nim problem ene ye to abama no ma no me complain sa nkrofo na say Ghana fo subanti ena yo mampanyini ntimi mu man ti Ghana sane suban de a oman no enkoso but ene mahama ba ye ne de o say onim problem no ba ye nti se mfa ho ne Ghana fo suban mfa ho ne bibia Ghana fo be ye leader no ene wo hunu nyansa ba say e leader na ato abama onti no onim problem no na ese wo solve emre bia ne ye ka say bibia gina leader no so no say no citizens no ye say suban ene ye normal bia mfa ho say mahama ye campaign ni ato abama no yansesa problems na mahama ka so ba be ye no ontimi nge but me gina we su asan kan bi say mahama nim Ghana fo suban onim se ne ye normal onim se Ghana fo ya so den ye du traffic mo ye twam ye duru we say tax ye dodge ye we nyina no se no momfa aban ma me na be o man ni enti ono se ankoyi a oni bibibia se o de beblem ye oni bibibia o de begina so asa beten no eno de ba sa me bubefu mahama ne communicators no bia ba begina so aka sa ansem hunu ni bi say Ghana for ya say suban nti unim ye suban wo na obeba be sesa na fine wo de ye be hyedan mu e de kafi ato ye so no obu oman no am ye hunu se ne eno nti ne to aba no ma economy na nkoye no wo beba no wa be sesa no ye hu se wa sesa economy no na wo ba be wie na nda mahama ya to aba ma wo wie na be ka kyem se Ghana for ya say suban de economy ne nkoso a me nya less wo ha nkofo biro ha wo ba ka se Ghana fo suban me na wo be ye munga mu ofidie so
yo yate
papa
ofa body
eti ye ma ye yes enye yes sanity
okay ofa body eno no nam ka ye nati aba me sure say nati wo ho enti abi yanko ofa na word abi sorry abi abi yanko ofa na word.
Yeah, I think Mr. Boedi has said, but particularly you said part. So if what Trini Jonas did, what Kevin Taylor did is no good. Why should we encourage another batch of people to come and do the same thing?
Well, I think that's the same thing that I said, isn't it? I haven't said.
You address it. Okay. You understand?
All
I mean, Basmali, look, as Ejabodi said, we don't expect Mama to come and give us the same excuse these people gave us. That when they came or when they were coming, Ghana will work again. That was the assurance they gave us. So then along the line, they told us, unless we change our attitude, it's an attitudinal change. The Ghanaians need to change their attitude. So when they were telling us Ghana will work again, they didn't see our attitude. And Baba Smali, the most beautiful thing about leadership is how to change the attitude of the people to get what you want. Papa Smiley, simple football. Players can sack a coach by way of their attitude. But you, the new coach, when you come, you have to channel the same attitude of the players for you to be successful. But when you come and say, hey, use players, you have to change your attitude. Hey, I wonder how long you will last in that job. Because the people who recruited you knew the attitude of the players. That was why they recruited you. And you can't, it has become your trap here. Hey, you have to change. It's an attitude that change. Come on. But that's why we don't want any excuse anymore. You understand? We want the country to work. We wanted to be proud Ghanaians. Not that type of lying proud Kendoforia told us that we are proud Ghanaians. The following day, we are not proud again because we want to go and beg IMF to give us money. Papa Smiley, let me ask you on the people on the thing. Can you tell us whether Akufo-Addo achieved his vision? Ghana Beyond Aid, was he achieved? Papa Smiley.
Abi,
Yeah.
you want to ask if Ghana Beyond Aid was achieved in his time, Anna?
That was Akufo-Addo's vision. Was he achieved?
So on a certain vision, you go to Abi, run up, why? Run up. Abi, FNC, I'm not mad, possibly we'll try and come briefly. Why? Abi, Anna Mountain and Nanka Bombardier was next. But Alex, yes, Alex, your final word.
Papa, Otemeka.
Your final word.
You, Papa, whether I say, I'm for Canina, I never acquire. Make can say, oh, if we are no, said we are yes, and I just obey. And I feel in it. Yaya na ebe kasa bi Ghana for ordinary Ghanaian adi kan kasa ti jumadi no abe kasa na kwa brother mi nim treasure ma wanya broken heart enti ama o kyerɛkyerɛ reset kura mu a o se gye so to de owo nyina gu reset nkyerɛ sɛ wo to de owo agu reset kyerɛ sɛ ade we ZDC corner ɛna mahu sɛ esi center enti ye ye free hɔ ade asi original position ɛna friend reset time na ɛsɛ nka abɔ 4 but say media no mahu sɛ abɔ 6 enti ɛkɔ speed dada nti ɛsɛ me reset no na yɛka re no a ɛkyerɛ sɛ ade bi a wo san ayɛ no foforɔ reverse saa na ɛteɛ enti sɛ woka kyerɛ me sɛ reset no sɛ yɛto John Mahama to de ɔwɔ nyina gu no ɔyɛ no foforɔ a yɛato mu MPP foɔ agu ɛne yɛ change wo change wo na mu nneɛma a woto deɛ ɔwɔ no gu ti na yɛato MPP agu no so ahu Auntie, say broken heart na ati no on to no boas no nya kasa 6 months, not less than 6 months you broken heart. Unya 6 months as abrede na wa at least wo ka say ma obi hu ni. Na say de ye kan wo hu. John Mahama nim de obaya ansa na oba wo. Ti me ka kire ni pa bebre a me nka say ye nka John Mahama say but me kan say obi an try to advise John Mahama say onye say na me ka kire me say Modi ambeti ma ya ne say yeto aba man yeto aba to Akufo-Addo na ye power na ma John Mahama so ahu ye de amana no we are looking forward they said ono no ka kire ye mti a ye de man no obey onya nyoye na meme sre mo say mo meto ye boase o shaze no oyo no onye ni ya nipa ye say agrobe so a ifra no pa enti no so shaze na se odidi agro a ene de ekwanda fam obi na momu shaze na ayese udi ultimatum no etu nipa nanimu a ayese wo no wo force no ayese time bi wo mu kakra nti e be sro bi a to no boase na amamuo no eye process ya to aba na ama nipa ne yemfa Ghana ma no so far wonyanya Ghana no nyanko enhye ne nsam na ehye ne nsam wi a hye ne nsam na ode ade ne di agro ho na ye ne be hu so dabi
yɛnyɛ ne saa ɛno akyi no deɛ ne mekyerɛ ne sɛ ɔsɔfo bi a sɛbi n'adwene nyɛ adwuma ɛɛka sɛ John Mahama yɛanka nkyerɛ ne sɛ ɔmmɛkyekye amanfoɔ na mmom yɛka sɛ ɔmmra mɛbu Ghana na amanfoɔ akyekye no ɛnyɛ amammuo no ɛnka ho ana ɛna John Mahama nti kuo bi a yɛkyi nipa wɔ ati kuo sɛ NDC foɔ mo wɔ opposition me ne mo na ɛwɔ opposition sɛdeɛ mu si kasa sɛ Akufo Addo mu adi sika me yɛde bi to me so asɛ John Mahama na ewie no na ɛnyɛ nokorɛ enti no mo go out there na mo nkɔ pɛ proper yɛfrɛ ne sɛn evidence a yɛbɛtumi de prosecute ɔmo in fact deɛ mo ka yɛ nyinaa te sɛ Okudza Tony na asefoɔ nom no sɛ yɛ nokorɛ deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ saa nkurɔfoɔ no they need to be jailed na mmom sɛ mimi ne ayi bia na yɛ ano kasa sɛ de yɛka to me so yi bia de a ɛne yɛntimi nyɛ hwɛ nti monkɔ de na monkɔ pɛ proper evidence mfamra now obi firi ɔmo sɛ Woyomi was krɔmfoɔ Woyomi nenam Ghana wo sɛ ɔyɛ krɔmfoɔ sɛ yɛn take you for granted there papa you will never say sɛ Woyomi yɛ krɔmfoɔ me na meka kyerɛ wo sɛ party bia take you for granted there party ɛnɛ judiciary na ɛwɔ hɔ no MPP foɔ ɛwɔ mu yɛwɔ MPP judge ɛwɔ mu a yɛnim no na ɔyɛ MP wa contest MP a wanwe ni da MPP ni enti sɛ Woyomi yɛ krɔmfoɔ a nka yɛ gyeri Woyomi ana mmara bɛɛ so na Woyomi gyina a nti ɔda so nenam Ghana yɛyi wei a yɛso ɔno yɛ krɔmfoɔ na nyɛ krɔmfoɔ koraa n'anim baabi a krɔmfoɔ wɔ obi a ɔyɛ krɔmfoɔ yɛ kɔpɛ krɔmfoɔ akyi na ɔno na yɛ han no na wakɔkyerɛ baabi a krɔmfoɔ wɔ nti sɛ yɛyɛ afa obi a ɔyɛ krɔmfoɔ mpo sɛ ɔni anim na ɔnkyerɛ baabi a krɔmfoɔ no wɔ a that is good for Ghana nti no saa yaw ne broken heart agenda bi sɛ bibi haw kɛse na wontumi a wopa hyɛ wo dan mu na recover na bra back so ɛna ɛfrɛ no reset no sɛ wo baabi a wohu sɛ nkaɛ sɛ wɔ no nnuru hɔ nti woahu sɛ nneɛma no mfa yi a wotena ase na wokyɛke ne yie na woahunu sɛ afei deɛ me ho atɔ me ho asisi me ho so na woaba na yɛne woabɛyɛ discussion na sɛ agorɔ wei na mode ba deɛ a yɛdeɛ ɛka kyerɛ mo na anoa da papa ɛnkyɛ bia platform wei so ha no na Ghanafoɔ adwene na ɛnyɛ ɛnɛ deɛ Ghanafoɔ adwene ayɛ John Mahama yɛto aba no maa no a no wɔnyɛ antidote a ɛma IQ no a na yɛ nketenkete sɛ Shatabanta mpaboa no te sɛ akokɔ ne clitoris no a A+ kaeɛ no ɛsɛ ayɛ akɛseɛ te sɛ akokɔ ta enti no deɛ mpɛ sɛ mekyerɛ ne sɛ obiara mfa force biara ntra platform wei so na ha yɛ nsɛm a yɛkan yɛne mo na yɛka kyerɛ yɛn ho John Mahama mutie a mutie kakra bi pɛ enti no yɛn a yɛka kyerɛ yɛn ho no yɛn respect yɛn ho sɛ sɛbi yɛne anyansafoɔ ne yɛahyia ɛnyɛ nkwasiafoɔ nti wo ka asɛm bi kyerɛ me na mehu sɛ asɛm na ɔka no wofi sɛ magyi me nti a yɛbɛ reply na ɛno na ɛde nsɛm bebree bɛba na ayɛ sɛ yɛ kasa tia yɛn ho ne n'asefoɔ no because John Mahama ne yɛato aba ama no ɔno akyerɛ nneɛma ɔba abɛyɛ in fact so obi ɛba bɛtena Ghana konnwa so na ɔse matikuo yɛnyɛ nhwehwɛmu sɛ ɔmo kɔ sesi akrɔmfoɔ yi a yɛfrɛ ɔmo yɛ akrɔmfoɔ in fact na yɛne concrete evidence biara so far nti mo nkɔ na mo hwehwɛ mu ana munya evidence bi a kyerɛ sɛ obi adi sika yɛde ne bɛtum yɛbɛgye sika na yɛsan de natum sɛ deɛ mmara no kyerɛ ɛnyɛ John Mahama de di obi abɛtum ɛyɛ court sɛ court ka sɛ nkurɔfoɔ ntorɔ na mo koraa mo kɔ fa baayɛ a yɛnyɛ ɔmo hwee na wontimi ntena anka sɛ obi yɛ krɔmfoɔ na Okudza to ayɛ sei na wei ayɛ sei na wei ayɛ sei na yɛkɔpɛ krɔmfoɔ akyɛ no na krɔmfoɔ ka ho a wonim sɛ ɛno na ɛbɛboa ma yɛnya ne ntam because krɔmfoɔ no nim baabi a krɔmfoɔ wɔ nti what is your problem? What is your worry? It is not for more kasa too much. Yes, papa na yes anete. Yes, ya ko pa krofo atero. Na ye wo krofo we mu a. Nyo no nanim ba bi akrofo omusie. Enti no eye easy task a yenye nipa ba ko ofiri omu camp o kan ye ho. Se mo na mo si o so omu ya krofo de a. John Mahama obey da prosecute obi ne ho an ho no yo kromfo ne nyo na ye kromfo no wo hu ba bi ye wi a kwan ya fo so wi a wonim ni nyina nti no ayi nanso Akufo Addo ka kire ayi John Demolovo anase man no de sen te onko leave omu yi na di poto ye de na ka ho so ono no meka sa kalabule fo no mo na mo se so e kalabule ni na se fo nti ono no nim kalabule mu sa nkrofo nyina ka ho so ka ho na ye kope kalabule fo bi a che omu a. What is your worry? Now, me crown in fact, being NDC ni papa, say me NDC ni minister mpone. Na say yes say, Akufo-Addo mo yɛ akorɔmfoɔ na mmom ɔmo atui na yɛyɛ kɔpɛ obi akyɛ no sɛ ɔkyena yɛyɛ NDC foɔ yɛ tu na ɔmo nso ɔmo pɛ obi akyɛ no a na yɛti NDC ni a me a meti ha no na ɛyɛ me ya sɛn na sɛ na ɛnyɛ Ghana na yɛpɛ ne yie o yɛpɛ like party no din na yɛyɛ ndɛ na ɛdeda yɛn so sɛ nyɛ saa deɛ na yɛ take you for granted pa you can never be worried about say John Mahama Atiku bi a yɛkɔyɛ investigation yɛyɛ nhwehwɛ mu even wonim baabi akorɔmfoɔ ahyɛ anka sɛ saa bere no kora wo try sɛ wobɛbɔ amaneɛ because woyɛ Ghana nti na yɛbere
Okay.
but
All right.
wodeɛ sɛ John Mahama afa saa nkurɔfoɔ no sɛ ɔmo no nkɔ pa akorɔmfoɔ nkyi ɔmo yɛ wo ya like I don't get you nti baba yɛbɛsesa nsuba na afei deɛ maka kyerɛ bɔ obiara sɛdeɛ Akufo-Addo brɛ so wɔmo no antimi anka nokora nkyerɛ Akufo-Addo no ɛnɛ ne ɔmo ntimi nka nokora nkyerɛ John Mahama da ma ne nyɛ yi ɛfisɛ ha na yɛwɔ no nyɛ John Mahama na aka nokora kyerɛ yɛn a yɛte a na wopɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ yɛnim nyansa nti na naano deɛ na wo sɛ ɛnyɛ nɛ wo sɛ ɛyɛ saa na mpɛ sɛ mekyerɛ baba.
Thank you very much. Bema Benewa. And so I don't know. Petro, Yankwe, your final word.
Yo, you know, they are very weird. I can't near Casarino. A soft sorry, straight in a pocket no more. See a better Christian son, you Hani Dunkro. That you say, that you 119. So, and I just said, it's the American and we say, I feel a career. I did a party big. I don't know Kakra. Yes, you have also woman. Yes, I bring and the Sabbath topic. So, we should have it at the back of our mind. Everything that we want to do should be in the moderation mode. Everything in moderation. Papun to be as an hour, sorry. Unsu a wonu aduane a wudie nsa a wobɛnom wabie w'ani mmienu obi nim si obi dini ɛda mo ase
Petron also yadase pa any offer Kwame also let's have your final word.
Benewa after the 2020 on the from the 7th to me no be mama minim se bre wasi owo dwuma yo because first to ya adwuma no afi pa na ebeba enti friendship for friends bon courage me ma shedding said e be ya adwuma do wani mu betumi ayo na mu fuso ye for the ni mu hwe bra a friend is saying Akufo-Addo all fly jet planes di free a train or the eco train no e bi kra wo di kofa ni girlfriend no MPP foot soldiers say kwabna so kan ho bi almost enenya no kre ena wo ye na dwuma ene say ni say afa e beti a se Ghana ye dika enti Levi Emrambe support to Ghana so na a friend is saying say wa bruni almost say a non-event a friend is a Photoshop and no correct sanity and foot soldiers for the anymore mami dapa yentumi amana nkyere ekwane a otumi traffic dollars ebegu ni fee ti sa yenimo na bibia nyam ya say offer smiley wo beka say ane se wo join MPP na wo join NCC asedi a eye normal thing enti yenkoso saa ni chichi emu hwe ye fra bibi system se Ghana fo hu say ya fa wrong direction na you say be maintain there and God be the king Emmanuel.
You offer Kwame, thank you very much. You see, we can all falter when it comes to some of these things because we may have or we may suffer selective hearing. Wasma me asma me can said you see can hey ubia utie Now wotie wholesomely no one kind of said the can no. So selective hearing and why is because when I say and young from so say you are part of a smaller group within the whole me say we all cannot. It's just like the body. All the parts of the body cannot be the heart. All the parts of the body cannot be the kidney. We all have parts to play. Now your part I will play no. The reason why you are playing that part is to make the whole body function perfectly. And it is not wrong that you are a part of the whole, but it is wrong that you are unable to effectively play your role as a part of the whole to make the whole function perfectly. That is what I say. And then when you are quoting me, you quote me very well to that effect. Thank you very much. Yeah. No, that's all. Na yenko Natibongo. Na Natibongo zo fana we nemra. Nati, yenko. Natibongo. Okay. Se Natibongo ene ho dia. Ene bibi ensu ne ho. Okay. Ene kwabna fafana we lebra minia.
Papa fana we ne ekoi.
Pon ano ntino.
Papa bacho we dia una na atane nam social media. Bacho nim prophet bi o America ha na min teden hu bisa o. Wo bi wa what bi din?
America prophet no.
Obi da wanum sisi ase bi ka by big board ni anaka bi da wanum
me follow am ntino me ntimi mo bi din.
Just ensure that nye ayi sa say dey pamprum for beka no pamprum for say prophet say to atisi ha go dey hwe ni pa ha say ko internet say a prophet a title dey bi abetimi aka say bi a prophet so and so na dan ni go internet no wo say prophet Kwame da ha na prophet Kwajuda ha madam fo pamprum ho na aka say ye kanya atwumasem ne nsem a me pese me ka kire ndisi ni bia wo abase abana yato no ho enye obi fi akonwa te se abusua pani akonwa ene ye de amadwon mahama no na say ya me kura me nko Ghana ha me si me tu kwan no me koye me hwe ne yate payi me twa ticket no yate airport tax ebe ko sai hon no enti sa threat na omode ti social media ne sa press conferences na se na ombe so omudi bi ba ha se no ho tamo se MPP arrogant ene de call opposition na ho. I'm warning them. Say Grammy advise them. I'm warning them. That Ghana no doesn't belong to them. Ghana no. Yen kan fa ema John Mahama ometi oni enizi for emra no ometi kan fa o. It is say a broken heart. Say whatever no. Yen fa ma John Mahama so ometi. Na dey am say your papa bi kaza dey say niema Twini Jonas no mo ye na yesi be. Now what's the difference between you and Twini Jonas and Kevin Taylor? There's no difference. And your mom ye bia na ye also say edini omo ye no no bia beto ye obi ent say de na time event Akufo Addo na obi nchire obi e kwan on fa so on kasa no the social media is going to be the same thing because ni omo sua no ne ya kire omo no e no ba be repeat ama John Mahama no say John Mahama timi tua obi ka bo obi pass didi nkrofo atem no e bia na wenum ka no me fa ni free me say na san abo ebi wo Germany ya say fe no Hini David Asawa ho say Kevin Taylor kwa ka say me enka John Mahama say na de ode ye John Dramani Mahama ne Kevin Taylor kwa na me mobompu kamutu ko buso na kwan kra bani enti o mo don fe say John Mahama so oye ne wo faase say na busuani Ghana no enye abusua konwa wu ya to abama yen ya to abama han ya to abama Ghana fo na akosala mi say MPP fo bebre kura to abama John Mahama e bia na wo pe change sakate ya to abama ya kwama obi aso onti kan fa wu John Mahama ya de e be kana sem pepe as a taxpayer no me kama sem pepe patre John Mahama say platform iso say me am platform enti no mo fa sa de ni nyesua de na mo fa nto anza enti de ofa kwa me aka kire mo no you have a job to do to wa futu obi ametu obi afo na mbetu na fu amede atu no oni kwasi asa no metinye cap bonachi e de apam na to atwene ne mo baza wala party na mo de to say mo obi anka John Mahama sem who told you that who bondo o ka say Ghana ne John Mahama dia
all right
Ghana belongs to Ghanaians any unborn children
yo
and what obi sa threat no you guys need to stop
yo that's it kwabna
stop it
that's it when it comes to threats there it's truly speaking when you are voted into power you cease to be a leader of your party. You are a leader of Ghana. So every single Ghanaian can express their views. And ideally, we should express our views in Adrian Kessie. Adrian Kessie, say you are seeking to make the Wohuno better, the nation forward. When we said it, kind of on several occasions, when we get so used to any afa, and then we keep forgetting the fact that yani ache ho ne ebo ye prepare ho a bra ne yebebre, we will just suffer, and then we continue to do that. Omano anybody opinion omano ebedi atopre said the omani di atopre say ya no. We should rise. The very ones who are into spirituality will tell you we should transcend our egos. We should transcend our egos, and then the very best will happen of us. Yo, Sam Safo, final word, bra. What I tell you say, and I wanna be doing Janet Yamaye. Your final word.
Many final word. That's
Yo, Sam, also need final word. Thank you very much, Sam. Any nature say yes, sorry, Swan, right? Yeah, sorry, so at this very moment, I was say 35. Okay. Offer the need aba. And now,
me can crack. The political Bibia, me who say Bibia for your politics. We Ghana politics now, anytime. Your own bay, it's not politics. It's just dirty noise, noise. Ubia the okay, Mahama, we. That's I don't want to run. I don't want to join the bad one. Yeah, say. Bad news sells. Maybe our politics here is so toxic and so bad. It doesn't help anybody. Me, I'm interested in say Ghana. Ghana first. MPP won't yummy. NDC won't yummy. And she when the Ghana no do be ye. And not me hear me see so she kakrame can right.
You offer. Yanso yadasi kakra onso ode asoso no. Abi. Abe.
Mr. Chuba has cut it short like that.
Because I don't want to follow this dirty politics and the crowd, and yet you see, Mr. Papa can say I didn't know bad news. We be all Ghana politics is bad and it's so toxic. Why should I join with it? Why should I? My candidate is both MPP and DC are two criminal organizations. The two of them must be banned. They should never be allowed to get anywhere near the decision-making table. Look, try them 32 years.
Mr. Chum, you see today.
32 years.
Hold on, Mr. Chum. Today they announced, Papa Smiley, I heard on LBC News that Nigel Farage's party, Reform, has more members now than the Conservatives. So those people who have been saying, as for Ghana, only MPP, NDC, look, before this Conservative and Labour became that, it used to be Conservatives and Liberals. Do you understand? So these people, their political system is not as fixed as people are saying. Do you understand? And now, Elon Musk is going to give these Nigel Farage people a lot of money, and they can overtake Conservatives. That's where we are. That is where the things are shifting now. In Ghana, when they try to create a third party, you hear people, oh, you can't. No, it's because the third party is not organized. We are here. We are seeing what is going to happen. Very soon, the reforms will overtake Conservatives. That's how it should be. Anyway, Papa Smiley, look, some of us, we don't lose anything. I mean, if you pinch me against anybody, I don't lose anything talking for MPP or talking for NDC. Those people have got heartbreak or, mess up. You see how they are talking. Me, I don't lose anything. I don't lose. If you use me as a yardstick to do your own thing, you will lose. Me, I don't lose anything. I don't care whether it's MPP or NDC. I don't care. We will deal with whoever moves.
Abi, now me say you were coming to say something different, and you came to respond. Yeah, fancy. All right. Yeah, me admire you.
I'm giving you something different.
Yeah, fancy. All right.
Or you want me to go to America? So I can go to America. Steve Bannon. Let me quick one. Steve Bannon, Trump, one of the guys in Trump's camp. You know what this guy is saying? This guy is saying that America, the 2-term thing. Do you understand? He said the 2-term thing is for conservative presidency. So if you truncate the 1 term and you come again, it means Trump should change things so that he can go conservatively 2 terms. Because he said there is no law saying if the consecutive thing is broken, you should conform. So that is what he's saying. It's like Mama now. Somebody come up and say, Mama's first term is not necessary because the 2-term things should be consecutive things. So Mama can change the law and do 8 years instead of... That is what this Steve Bannon is saying. Do you understand? 2025 will be very interesting, really.
Papa.
What? Of a body refer me.
Ayo, Papa.
Me too.
Na me wo bi anka me bisa one bi pe.
Okay. Me too.
What did be a friend Paula White?
Paula White say onyo no so obom ana obom paema. Aso obom paema Trump ana ase hwan. Omu ba ko.
Aba say bisa for America Professor Mr. Johnson money Cindy Imu na am say wo se woni ba kura. Na we na wotin.
Me Paula White no ni prophet kan wana.
Why a prophet Paula White? Cindy Jacobs were a prophet.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Johnson also a prophet.
Okay.
Omu nyina a prophet omu a prophesize Emma Donald Trump amba mombas abonte kra be pacho. Mr. Johnson kra de be pacho bankai for ni de me hu
omu prophet or pacho bi an prophet.
Look as we are okay.
Okay.
What's a prophet in America?
Mr.
Buedi, thank you very much because the Messiah has been exposed.
Yeah, fancy na nyame yadmo watch now if need be say we see about ya be momodia na yaba because the is going to be a tough one for myself. And then I mean say Bombardier betima bem na eja wababoy enkomo kakra but I went to me ama whichever way na going forward no I'm yard more china say a bit mania Bombardier na wababe boy we will be so happy to have him around tomorrow. And then you better do BBS. Say you stepped out of your holiday moments and then you came to express your views. The OT Biano, make sure you have a way of putting them through a refinery, and then you get a very best for yourself. You use it to make yourself better and to help others as well. And pain, when you don't have any principles, you don't have any belief systems that you work with, you might not be able to see the things that you hear. But whatever that you hear, you run them through your principles, you run them through your belief system, and which ones get stuck, you use them, and which ones does not, you make it go back as a manual for other things going forward. You see, we are developing ourselves, we are working on ourselves. Now, over the week, one thing that came to mind, the issue of why we don't allow children to watch movies where we have swear words. We have certain things in those movies. I was asking myself why that is the case. Now, the bottom line, and they say, Emofrano, at that stage, you know, yeah, na more conscious minds, you know, yeah, na and share and develop fully. And yeah, na they being able to decide which ways or what to use, whatever they see or they hear, no, yeah, na a little bit challenging. Nah, that should also tell you, say, yes, yeah, you know. And yet the when you need the wedding fee 45 and as wedding 50 years, the when you and the another more pay. Sometimes some are yet, you know, and you need to meet your ability to put them through that refinery. We will take what we want and then the rest, you know, we just chuck them away. And that is to tell you, say, going forward, perhaps in 2025, you know, be mindful of what you are listening to. Sometimes I'll be frank with you, okay, not to take it on the very ones who are listening out there, but I know there are certain words or certain, you know, submissions that are being said on the radio when they are not so progressive, they are not uplifting. They prefer to tune off and then they come back later. I see the numbers here. Some people prefer it. I don't hold it against them. Say they can. Obiane the capabilities, baby, I would drew. Say if you think what you are listening to know, you are not in that capacity to be able to use it otherwise. If it's not helping you, but you can use it as a manure elsewhere, you don't need to worry yourself because you feel say at that moment it may worry you. It's all good. It's in all divine. It's all in divine order. And going forward, you know, we should be very mindful of that. Now, the UT, you know, if you are not in that stage where you'll be able to sieve it and use the very ones you want, and then get rid of the rest as manure going out, Mr. Wa, and then your friend protect your thoughts, or guard your thoughts going forward. You better obibia as it once again. Patron, and then who say what honomonia ya boy humano ache. Thank you. Na say entimi ama ochnadia na chere say definitely we may be coming back on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday, which will be the 30th or so, right? Yeah, I think so, which will be the 30th. Let's look forward to something amazing happening for us to be able to come tomorrow. Until then, my name remains Papa Smiley. Jumadi Hu Chame. And yeah, Memobia. Bye bye.
Tobi shodomu, Adiba shodomu. Where na minkwa, that day na midie. Odoni do, Tobi shodomu, Adiba shodomu, Adiba shodomu. Senyo weda, minkwa, minkwa na midie. Boy, Tobi you, Oto fata, and crumay. Tobi you, every beer, member Cromano. Saste she way on a metie, into also for feeding the tour. Let's see what Data Kennedy,